Okay, this is number one on your test. Remember to pause after each question. That way, because the recording will keep going on. So I'll kind of wait a few seconds after I read the question, and then that way you can pause it, and I'll wait a few seconds after the new question comes up. All right, so number one, the table shows how the number of songs Rodney downloaded each day changed. Which equation could be used to find y, the number of songs Rodney downloaded on day X? Okay, you look at the table. I'm going to wait a few seconds and then I'll read the answer choices. Okay, A is y equals 4 times x. B is y or x equals 4 times y. C is y equals x plus 4. And D is x equals y plus 4. Number two, which situation represents a multiplicative relationship? Is it F, there are 5 more trombones than trumpets? G, there is a total of 9 flutes and clarinets? H, there are 5 times as many saxophones than violins? Or J, there are 16 string instruments? Number 3, Mrs. Rodriguez assigns 9 more homework problems to her afternoon class than her morning class. On Tuesday, the morning class was assigned 19 homework problems. Amanda is a student in the afternoon class. She has already completed 11 homework problems. How many more homework problems must she complete? There's a table to help you, and your answer choices A, B, C, or D. Number 4, you have a table there, or a graph, sorry, with money earned is the title. The amount earned in dollars is your y axis, and the time spent working in hours is your x axis. Which list shows the dependent quantities in the graph? Is it F, G, H, or J? Number 5, what is the input value when the output value is 31.5? You can use the table there to help you. You need to fill it out for some help. Is it F, G, H, or J? Number 6, which equation represents the relationship between the x and y values in the table? I'll give you a few seconds to look at the table, and then I'll read the answer choices to you. Okay, is it A, y equals x minus 2? Is it B, y equals x plus 2? C, y equals x minus 5? Or D, y equals x plus 5? Number 7, the table shows the relationship between the numbers of boys and numbers of girls that try out for the basketball teams in different years. Which statement is true? Take a few seconds to look at the table. Okay. Answer choice A. There are twice as many girls that try out for the basketball teams than boys. B. There are twice as many boys that try out for the basketball team than boys and girls combined. C. There are half as many boys that try out for the basketball teams than girls. D. There are half as many girls that try out for the basketball teams than boys. Number 8. The equation y equals 6 times x represents the number of cans of tomato soup that can be packed in X boxes. Which ordered pair will be on the graph of this equation? Is it A, B, C, or D? Number 9. The table shows the relationship between D, the amount of money Alice has at the beginning of each day, and W, the amount of money she has after riding the bus to work. Take a few seconds to look at the table, and then I'll read the question and then read the answer choices. The question states, which equation represents the relationship in the table? Is it F, W equals D plus 1.25? G, W equals 14.50 times D plus 1.25? H, W equals 15.75 times D minus 1.25? Or J, W equals D minus 1.25? Number 10. The table shows the relationship between the numbers of students and numbers of groups for a project. Which statement is true? Take a few seconds to look at the table, and then I'll read the answer choices. Is it A, there are 8 more students than groups? B, there are 8 fewer students than groups? C, there are 3 times as many students as groups? D, there are 1/3 as many students as groups? Number 11. Sam has X apples and 5 fewer oranges. Which equation represents the number of oranges? Is it F, Y equals X plus 5? G, Y equals X minus 5? H, Y equals 5 minus X? Or J, X equals Y minus 5? Number 12. The graph shows the number of points Y a player earns in a balloon game based on the number of balloons the player pops X. Which equation best represents the relationship between X and Y? Take a few minutes to look at the graph, and then I'll read the answer choices to you. Is it A, Y equals X plus 25? B, Y equals Y plus 25? C, X equals 25 times y? Or D, y equals 25 times x? Number 13. Mr. Martinez asked his students to write a situation that could describe the relationship between all the values of x and y in the table. Which situation best describes the relationship between all the values of x and y in the table? Take a few seconds to look at the table. Is the correct answer choice A? Rachel had $6 and then started to save $1 each week. B, Beatrice ran 1 mile the first week and 1 mile each week after that. C, James read 0 books in 6 months and then started to read 1 book each week. Or D, Marion has 6 times the number of toy trains that Tony has. Number 14. Which equation represents the relationship between the total number of high school students and the number of high school students that graduate on time? Take a few seconds to look at the graph. Answer choice A is y equals 12 times x. Answer choice B is y equals 15 times x. Answer choice C is y equals 12 divided by 15 times x. And answer choice D, y equals 15 over 12 divided by x. Number 15. Vanessa receives $7.50 each week for allowance. Which equation can be used to find the number of weeks Vanessa must save her allowance in order to buy a bicycle that costs $90? Is it A, 7.50 times x equals 90? B, 7.50 plus x equals 90? C, x divided by 90 equals 7.50? Or D, x divided by 7.0 equals 90?